So this is the community fridge outside the shop. It's just free for anyone to access and yeah, for people to take whatever they want. One time someone took the entire fridge.
We're here at Shop Bao Ngoc in Brunswick, which is a former restaurant turned community space. We're going to meet the owner Ngọc Trần, who has sort of revolutionized the model of working and has rejected food for profit and embraced food for community.
When people come in and they're like, when are you open? And I'm like, when we feel like it. Sometimes it's almost like oh, you don't work hard enough type vibe. And I'm like, I literally have 2 other jobs. Shop Bao Ngoc is, I guess, a former restaurant. I started cooking so that I could connect and build relationships with the people around me. And it was just really hard when lots of people from everywhere are coming in and it felt very transactional. Like I was just giving, and I just didn't know how to receive. I guess in capitalism, like you can't really receive in a setting like this. Now it's kind of turned into a community space where lots of people come through. I get all my produce from Footscray. I've grown up in Footscray my entire life. I've really built strong relationships with a lot of the vendors and suppliers in Footscray. There's just not many people going to markets. I think after COVID, that was a huge thing at Footscray Market as well. Like people were really scared of wet market. Supermarkets have such a huge monopoly on produce, what produce is supposed to look like. So a lot of the produce at Footscray is like B grade, but it's like incredible produce. It's like just different shapes. Support your local Asian grocer. So when I first opened Shop Bao Ngoc, I had a vision. I think food's a really important part in just building relationships, building community. I had this vision for Shop Bao Ngoc to become a community space, but I guess like I had bills to pay. It was really hard for me to hold space for community to come. Once I closed the shop full time, I reassessed my priorities and I was like, what do I want this space to be? And I realized that everyone in the community makes this space Shop Bao Ngoc. So this chicken pho and the vegan pho takes 10 hours. The vegan one used to be 14, but I was like, I am not waking up that early. For such a labor-intensive dish, I think time is the main ingredient. That was so poetic. We call it mushroom calamari because it's supposed to be like calamari vibes. So it's soy milk and tapioca flour, also known as arrowroot flour. It's a really easy dish. It's stock powder and pepper, and it will change your life. When we were open full time, we were open 6 days a week, and we'd be open for lunch and dinner. So I had to open from 11 till 9. So a lot of the time when I finished at 9, it took me hours to clean and prep for the next day. So I wouldn't finish till around like 2 or 3 a.m. So I would just, instead of going home, I would just line the floor with some garbage bags and just sleep on it. You know, my friends would come over and they'll be like, why is there a bed out the back? But yeah, it's just like the grind is so intense and you kind of have to do what you got to do to survive. But now I have better boundaries. I think following your passion under capitalism is a scam.